fighting cancer, dealing with cancer is a full-time job. So it is Friday and I was discharged on Monday, 4 days post-op. And I'm completely out of breath right now. I wanted to show you our Airbnb, like where we're staying for about a little under 2 weeks. It's the perfect space. So let me see if I can show you. So we're starting the video with a quick little Airbnb tour. This is, obviously we've been here for a while. And then we have the washer and dryer, which is great. And then we have the living room space, big counter, tiny little table, which is perfect. This is like their computer area and their bar table, as well as where we've been spending a lot of our time. And a TV, which is where we've been watching all of our baking shows. A little mirror. And this is basically like the whole living space. This is where I have all of my material that I've been reaching for at night and all the medications that I have to take in the morning. I would also say these are so helpful. This is like melatonin that I take at night because sometimes I do wake up because I don't get the full 8 hours of sleep. And journals, of course, my laptop. I also have to do some exercises, which I try to follow, but I'm not doing them all as many times as I'm supposed to do. This is sort of how I've been sleeping, so I would say these are important. Like the pregnancy pillow, instead of the heart-shaped pillow, I had this pillow at home, so I used it and it works just fine. And as well as a wedge pillow and then a couple other pillows. Obviously I can sleep like that and whatever, it's not a big issue, but after a while I do kind of get tired of just being in the same position. And then of course, I mean, this is real life, so we just have some of our luggage. And then if we go down here, this is the bathroom. This is just the situation that we've been in. This is where we track my drains, which I will show you guys. And then of course the shower. This is the lanyard that I've been using for my drains. I've only had to shower once. I need to shower again. We all know. It was not a pretty sight at all, but I think with time, like the other scar, which was like nothing compared to this, I will get used to it. I do want to do a specific video kind of talking about the expanders and how this feels, because it was something that I was just so curious about. Not that no one was talking about it, but it's just like I really wanted to know. Since my surgery was coming up, I just wanted to picture how this pain would feel. And all I would say is, briefly before I do a specific video, it just feels kind of like you're out of breath, like almost like a pregnant person would be. So I don't really do much talking throughout the day and not a lot of moving. So I was gonna say that normally we go like from the living room to the bedroom and we watch our little TV show. I have been having problems with the medication as far as like being able to go to the bathroom. It's like 4 days post-op. I've gone once, which is not good, but I've been eating super light and I'm not taking the medication pills. Today's my first day off, and yesterday I was on just Tylenol. I would say probably one of the hardest things is just well, I mean, there's several things, but the pills, because I'm so bloated right now. Let me see if I could show you. These are my pajamas. I'm wearing some socks because I get cold. Of course, I have my robe. This is normally what I use when I go out. A lot of people say make sure that you don't have like a slouchy posture, but it's so difficult because you feel the stitches here, especially when you're trying to wean off of the medication. So it's hard to avoid slouching. So this is my bra that they gave me, and in between my incision we have a little padding. And of course we have the drains. I recently switched into this like little belt, but previously I was using like one that goes around your neck, but I felt like the weight of that, like you could kind of feel it on your neck. So we moved into this. The reason why I didn't go into these first was because of the swelling. I don't know if you guys can tell. Obviously I don't have a before shot, but like I just haven't gone to the bathroom properly. So I would say like if you could like test out weaning off of your, I think that's the word, weaning off of your medication, I would. But I've also just been eating super light, so I've just been eating like fruits and like almond yogurt and like vegetable soups. Overall, like I would definitely say, like I also was looking for videos where people talked about their recovery earlier, like second day, and I did the first day post-op. But second and third day, I was really just sleeping a lot, honestly, like sitting down on the couch watching the film. Today we got a lot of office work done and I edited a video and stuff like that, which should be up already. Aside from that, like, you're really just sleeping. One thing that I'm looking for though for pain, so I don't have to take those medication, would just be the CBD gummies. And one last thing that I was gonna say is my mom is coming in town. The first days I actually had my mom and my grandma in town. I also want to talk about another thing about like skin. It's doing horrible. Like, it's just doing horrible. The masks like make it worse. So it's been pretty bad for like about a year, and if I'm being honest, like, I'm thinking about going on Accutane, but I don't know how that would affect this. But one last thing, I just wanted to say that I also am seeing my doctor on Tuesday, which I'm super excited about. I haven't gotten ready in forever. The hospital experience was horrible. I might do just kind of like a recap on that, and I'll do a specific video of like my must-haves mastectomy, but that's after I have all these rings removed and stuff like that. So I hope this was helpful. I'm so sorry that it was just kind of like all over the place, but at the moment I feel like I'm a pregnant woman. I have a tiny little belly and I get out of breath and I'm in pain and my back hurts a lot. So also, I feel like a regular person. So this is another thing too. Like, if you guys are like thinking like, can you be happy afterwards? Like, I was literally like thinking that. I'm fine. I'm literally fine. And I'm not saying like get over it at all. I'm just saying like it's not impossible, right? So like there's obviously hope. Just doesn't really have to suck that much. And I'll go into that a little bit more later. Sorry, I'm moving a lot. It's just yeah, I will talk to you guys super duper soon. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, hey guys, it is Sunday and my mom's actually been in town like this whole weekend, and this morning my mom and I were watching Anne with an E because that's like one of my top favorite shows, and I have on my list to read Call Me By Your Name. Today we also went on a walk. I think I did like 9,000 steps or 6,000 steps, something like that. When I do that, definitely out of breath way fast. Today, like, we only went like on a 30-minute walk and I was like, it's like 80 degrees outside, but I do feel the pressure here. Like this morning I woke up and I just felt so good. But if you have had any lymph nodes taken out, they give you like a little paper where it tells you like all the things that you want to avoid, which is like being under the sun, getting sweaty on that arm, anything like that. I put SPF, but you don't want to stay out too long, but also just like staying in one place forever. For me, it's so easy to get that anxiety about news that I might get early next week, so tomorrow all the way through Wednesday, about whether or not I'm having chemo. So yeah, it's like easy to get kind of feeling anxiety over it, even though I feel so great right now. Like, I really am amazed, especially today. Like, I just felt regular, and just like I like shows and like feeling just like whimsical, and shows that like make you feel like you should read books and stuff like that. Again, this is something different to read, but also just like the Airbnb just lets out in so much light, and I need to actually get back with my friends, and as far as texting and everything, it's just like been so much family time. But also today I have to finish editing my hospital vlog, which will already be up. My other video just went up in regards to how my plastic surgery appointment went and how happy I was, but so many things honestly have changed since then. If I hadn't planned to go bigger, then like as far as here, I could have just gone to implant, which I would have just been comfortable, but I think the most symmetrical, I would have to go bigger. I don't know, it's just I wasn't comfortable just saying like no, like having that not be an option for me. I know that this is like silly and just vain, but this is just my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna go bigger basically. How bigger, I don't know. Maybe eventually I might change my mind. I will keep you guys updated. But hopefully everyone that's watching this is pretty open-minded, and just the fact that I'm sharing my experience is a difficult thing to do because there are people that do judge my experience. So hopefully you guys can appreciate some honesty and just like how I'm just trying to be real with you guys as far as my experiences as a 24-year-old, you know, 6 days post-op. Honestly, yesterday I was kind of feeling a little lower just because of this anxiety, but I'm the type of person that like I've found that like I have to do research on the things that they tell me and learn about other women's experiences and how their hair journey has been and things like that. Like I just have to, which at first feels overwhelming, but then you like do the research and there's a little bit, I wouldn't say it doesn't feel overwhelming anymore, it's just like there's less anxiety over it. I don't know how to explain it, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. I wanted to show you guys today though. So yesterday, Friday I got a lot of things done, like as far as, and I'm saying this now because financial stuff as far as financial assistance, right, for MD Anderson, and that's a whole other process. But I also wanted to show you guys that I got in a delivery from one of my friends, and if she's watching, if they are watching, then they'll know who they are. But I got actually 2 deliveries. One was flowers, so let's see if we can show them here. We'll get well, and then I have a little card. They're so cute. I have to get back to Ella and Isaac, my friends. Yeah, I've actually just been laying down right now because it's so hot, and then we've just been spending family time all day, and then luckily my mom's been helping me, and I feel like I need to be honest about this as well as just the fact that like they've literally been helping me get in the shower, like just because I am so squeamish. I hate needles, I hate cuts, I hate anything about the body. I hate thinking about cuts. I'm coming around to it, I'm looking at it. It's not as scary as I thought it would be. Hopefully that helps comfort someone. But yeah, it just feels great knowing that I have all this support, just that I have this like space to just like nest and relax, even though sometimes like repetition lets your mind go on autopilot, almost like lets you feel not ungrateful but helps you forget your blessings, I guess, which I've been keeping a journal for that. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm keeping a journal and I actually need to write on it. I just like love that you guys, a lot of you guys are just like reaching out to me and we're connecting over cool things, and cool things as in just like connection and stuff. It's hard to kind of figure out where to film for here, but I did want to talk about, what are my topics? I needed to close out the vlog. I was just going to be like a couple days post the mastectomy, but now it's just like a week post mastectomy. I've definitely been healing pretty well, which I will go in depth in later videos, like as far as expanders and as far as drains. Today I actually have a doctor's appointment, which will be in my future videos, so I guess look out for that. But today I just wanted to give you guys an update that like my drains, they have like no liquid in them, basically, like both of them. So I don't know if I'm gonna get both of them removed, and if they do, I'll film that. I think it's like, I don't even know, like Tuesday, so it's like 9 days. Today or tomorrow would be when we'd get pathology back, and as far as what my treatment would look like after my surgery. So coming up, gone on a few walks with my sister and my mom, but also like we went, I think it was like Macy's. Yeah, we went to Macy's, and then we picked up some coffee, and then we went to this like furniture store. And honestly, it's like at the end of the day, that's when I feel the pain. I've also stopped taking the medication. I think I stopped like after day 4 during the day, but at night I still take it because I do still wake up kind of with like pain just like right when I wake up, and then it typically goes away. But yeah, I mean, I've just been kind of healing pretty well. I do want to mention a couple things actually. Okay, I remember what I was going to, well, I have a lot of things and I already forgot. If you guys have any questions, please leave them down below so I can answer, like if you're going through a mastectomy and what that feels like. Also, I go to MD Anderson. Also, people were talking about my username and why I don't put my name on there. My first name is not We're All Gonna Die, it's Gloria, and We're All Gonna Die, actually, I'm just gonna mention it now because we were thinking about it, my sister and I just thought it was funny. It was like something that I named my channel when I was like 13. That's how long I've had this channel, and it was just like this band's song that I used to like really like. Can we talk about how I still look like this? I still haven't gotten ready for anything, like I just can't. When I come back from everything, I'm just so tired. And like I wouldn't have had time to take off my makeup or anything like that. They tell you not to like sweat or like get a scratch or get sun directly in that arm. But okay, and then also I still get out of breath. But like I did go out. Like if you guys have had this experience, like where you've had this done, please like let me know below. We were in the beginning watching a lot of like early 2000s movies, kind of like that's kind of what I've been into just like the past few months, just like learning about like history about the early 2000s. I listened to this one podcast about it and I just find it so interesting, and just I guess it's also just like the way that the girl talks or whatever. And why am I mentioning that? I guess it's just like nice to have something on the side to be thinking about. And just like, if you guys know what I'm talking about, like Gilmore Girls, Legally Blonde, or Gilmore Girls, one specific episode, but like Gilmore Girls, Legally Blonde, and what's that one show with movie with Amanda Bynes where it's like she's in a sorority, she's a man, I think. And then there's like another one that I cannot think of right. Oh, and then A Cinderella Story, where it's like she really wants to go to Princeton, and that's like the teenage dream where it's just like you're a teenager and you're thinking about school. And why am I talking about this? It's just random, but whatever, just go with it. It's just like funny how that's like part of the story, part of the narrative, and it's not really anymore, but even in Gilmore Girls they did like a road trip, and that was like the episode. And I was like saying, like, what if we took a road trip, like a random road trip, just to go to like Harvard, just to go see it, because we went to Rice University here because it's super close to the medical, and they have like a really nice park too. And we're just well, I was just, you know, kind of thinking about that. And it's just like, for me, the experience of like joining a sorority is kind of like, oh, like let me just go like to try a ballet class, but I know, or like pole dancing class or whatever, but it's not like, it's like obviously it's a lot more money, and obviously like, or even going to Ivy schools, like Ivy League schools, like it's not like you could just like try it out, you know. And I know that you can't, but like it's funny to watch those things and just like remember. We're just kind of making fun of the fact, or laughing with the fact that like sorry, I'm like picking my nose and messing with my face, where Elle was just like, what, like it's hard, and like obviously it's hard, but we're just kind of like laughing at it, and it's just like how it was romanticized, and like we kind of want to be in that. Like even when Elle was like, you know, I'm gonna go to Harvard, and her friends were like, road trip, and it's just like, it was a thing to want to go to these locations as a road trip, to make it a trip. Thought that was so funny. I'm also like a very visual person, and I could just see the vision. Like I just like see, like I see things in like a movie kind of way. I did want to talk about a couple other things. My sister basically has been helping me so much, and so has my mom. The apartment's actually a mess, honestly. Like most days I do a couple things and I just want to lay down. My mom's like very spontaneous, so we went to go do like a couple things. Like we ended up at some part of town. We did, like, it was an all day thing, and like after that I was so tired, and I'm still kind of feeling tired from that. All that I can put on is dresses, and today, since I have my appointment, like I have no idea what I'm gonna wear. Like I have no idea, because like my pants also don't fit me. I do think I've gotten less bloated. I am just so surprised with how my body's looking. I think I'm gonna look in the mirror today, which I've just been slowly doing. I haven't actually read my book. If I would recommend a show right now that I've been watching, like this is like rapid fire right now, but if I could recommend a show for watching, it would be definitely The Great British Bake Off. My sister and I are trying to watch light shows, but I feel like I have like a little room in my heart to watch like another Grey's Anatomy. Also, where you guys getting the Grey's Anatomy jokes? I've just been watching it too much, and whenever I watch a show, I just like reference it way too much. Like, are you guys like that? Please tell me. I feel like I was saying, okay, and then Anne with an E, like just love her, like literally love her. I was watching a couple episodes. I love shows that are like inspirational, kind of. So like that, and if you, I wouldn't suggest watching this right now unless you want to, of course, but the OA, it's also like another inspirational show. And I still haven't read my book. I just get so freaking tired at the end of the day. And of course I'm trying to do this whole YouTube thing, and I swear I had other things to talk about it, but I totally forgot. But today I'm gonna show you guys what I'm kind of looking like and what the drains kind of look like. I don't want to see what the wounds look like, but I'm just gonna kind of show you briefly. I have this belt, right, that I use. This is so helpful. Towards the end of my journey, I guess, like they've been tugging on, I just feel like a lot of tug on the drains. I feel like I want to make a video where I talk about the experience that I've had at MD Anderson. Like, would that be interesting? I don't know, you tell me. But ultimately, like, this is basically how I'm looking. All around here, it's really tender. Yeah, this is what I look like. Again, I hope my pants fit me, because I might have to wear some today, even though it's so freaking hot right now. I'm gonna turn this way because I really don't want to see the wounds from the drain. Like, it grosses me out. I'm so sorry if you're watching and you're like, you want to see it all. As far as like this, how it's looking, it's like matching so well, so similar, which I'm just so surprised about. Like, an in-depth drain video is gonna be next from this after this vlog, so watch out for that. Also, I've been so smelly. I'm trying to use natural deodorants and I hate them. They only last, I swear, like a couple hours, which I guess is a point, but like, ugh, so annoying. I can't shower as often as I used to. There's just like no way. Also, I don't know what I'm gonna make as my thumbnail. I want to talk about one other thing. I have been trying to get into this like program that MD Anderson has, and MD Anderson has this program to help you pay for your costs or whatever. I have to call it insurance today, but luckily it seems like I have a really good insurance, which is Blue Cross Blue Shield. I'm being super transparent about this because like no one was like that I saw, and like I need this information, and I have other transparency information about money and financial stuff and figuring that out in other videos. So if you're interested, and I hope you guys can hear me, I'm going to talk like kind of loud. The program to help me pay for the stuff asks for 20 pages of information, bank statements, anything more than $100, like explain. That's just like one paper and all the other documents that I need. It was a long process, and like it's also like I'm trying to figure out like am I gonna get paid, and then getting with the case manager for FMLA, short-term disability. Don't really want to bore you guys, but this is information that you would need. Now that I finally had a chance to slow down, and after my surgery, basically like a couple days after basically I turned it in April 30th, that application. They're telling me that I haven't gotten billed for my mastectomy yet. They're saying anything from April 30th, which I've already had a couple treatments, a lot of appointments with doctors, I will get covered from financial program, assistance program, but anything from before, so basically my mastectomy, all my other doctor's appointments and everything like that, which right now it's like looking at almost like $4,000, I have to kind of basically like do payments for, which I think I'm definitely gonna have my GoFundMe for that. I still don't know how much more my insurance will cover for. Maybe I'll go into depth if anyone else wants further information on that, but I just wanted to let you guys know that like if you get diagnosed with cancer, there's gonna be so many paperwork that you have to fill out, and make sure that you fill them out literally right as you freaking find out that you have cancer, which is so stupid. Like you already have so many paperworks and phone numbers to call, but if you need assistance with that, you'd have to do it way before everything else. No one told me that like this all needs to be get done before, so that all your further treatments, like you won't have any charge. And I don't even know if my deductible for my insurance is $4,000. Like I thought it was $7,000, so I might have more. I know that this is annoying, but I'm like just letting you guys know, like if you have cancer, make sure you get these documents done, which is so annoying. And I feel you guys, like I literally couldn't. I was drowning in so many phone numbers, so many things to do. But if I could suggest something for you, it's like make sure you get these documents done, because unfortunately if you were like literally 20, it's like where are you going to pull this money from? So you have to get those documents done, which is so annoying. I still have more phone calls to do. Fighting cancer and just like dealing with cancer is a full-time job. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go eat now. Yeah, we'll start next week's video. I will see you guys later. Also, thank you guys so much for getting me monetized. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, really helps me out, helps me pay my bills.